The beautiful Table Mountain overlooking this FNB Classic Clash. It's Rondebosch Boys High School versus Bishops. It's the final match between these two teams of the season for these two sides. And as always, it brings out a massive crowd. This derby having gone on since 1911. This 189th time they are taking each other on, and look at that crowd snaking past as they await the first teams to run out on the field, this being Rugby A field at Rondebosch. Looking at the past clashes between these two sides, Bishops hold the edge in 98 matches won compared to Rondebosch's 72. The sides have drawn 18 times, and they've proven to be always closely fought affairs. 4 points on average separates the two sides in history. So the pupils lining up to welcome their sides onto the field. It really is a fantastic venue, a fantastic city to host this FNB Classic Clash. With me, former Springbok fly half and World Cup winner Butch James, a man from Maritzburg College. Butch, good afternoon. Looking at these two sides, Bishops haven't had the greatest of seasons, but they surely are a formidable team though.
Yeah, and I think it's a last game for both teams for the season, and probably for a lot of them for their schooling career. So it's a big game and a big clash for both teams.
Well, watch out for that man in the number 7 jersey, the captain, Jared Lurie. Of course, he won't be wearing the number 7 because Bishops traditionally don't wear numbers on their jerseys. The vice-captain, Salamo, Brandon Salamo, him having played Craven Week this year for Western Province. He's one of 2 players who made Craven Week this year. And Tristan Lades over at fullback, you'll recognize that surname because he is the younger brother of Dylan Lades, well-known Stormers winger. Rondebosch Old Boys, the Union and Heritage Centre, they're filling up here over at standing room only. Butch, did you ever come down this side to play during your days?
Unfortunately, we never got as far down as Cape Town. We stopped off in Bloemfontein and used to play against Grey College as well as up to Pretoria against Affie. So that was as far as we went. So would have loved to have been down here. The fields look a little bit softer than up there in Affie and Bloemfontein.
Yeah, the loose trio for Rondebosch. The captain also coming from the loose trio, operating from the back of the scrum, Liam Greenhull. From Spanish descent, the halfbacks, watch out for Portkira. And Rory Thompson, second year in the first team. Centres, Jamie King and Zane Davids. Zane Davids, one to watch out for Craven Week this year, as well as an SA Schools loose forward, but this time round operating in the back. As for the back three, Mavovana operating from fullback, and he'll be assisted by Klein and Justin Jacobs on the wings. Look at that crowd, Butch.
Well, the team's going to run on, and they're going to have to run onto the field again because it's almost taken them right off the other side.
Well, they've certainly had to snake quite a bit to make sure that everyone manages to fit on this field. It really is an outstanding crowd that they've come out for this. And as you know, that traditional derbies are always the biggest derbies that you can get. I mean, these two schools, only 400 meters separate them. And here we have Bishops.
Yeah, they certainly are great to watch the derbies. I've been here for quite a while. Today I got here nice and early this morning. On my way here, it was drizzling a bit, so it's good to see that the rain has stayed away, but it's been great to watch all the age group rugbies, right from under 14As and finishing off today with the under 19As.
Well, we mentioned tradition. Well, Bishops don't wear numbers on their jerseys. They also don't come onto the middle of the field, as you saw. It's not quite the case there for Rondebosch, being led out by their captain, Liam Greenhull, the 8th man. Liam Greenhull, having already scored 5 tries this season, this is 30th cap for the first team, and quite a long run the Rondebosch guys have got to go through. As Butch mentioned, a very long tunnel welcoming them as they entered this Rugby A field.
Yeah, it always amazes me how teams in Cape Town play in white jerseys. All the Bishops lower levels were playing in white jerseys as well, and Must give credit to whoever does the washing up. They come out pretty clean.
Maybe they just get new jerseys each and every match.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm sure the laundry lady would love that.
So we've got a bit of a task on our hands, Butch, here in the commentary box, given the fact that Bishops don't have numbers. So it's going to be interesting to call out. But hopefully you've got familiar with the faces. We know Jared Lurie, you can spot him a mile away. Big flanker, also a very big headband around his head, so that would be fairly easy.
Yeah, it's great to see that some schools haven't fallen to putting numbers on their back. It's tradition for Bishops, and they've stuck to it, which is great to see.
So Bishops founded in 1849, Rondebosch a little later in 1897. The 189th meeting about to kick off. Yassine Jacobs with the start.
Captain. Enjoy it, gents.
Yassine Jacobs gets matters underway here at Rugby A Field in Rondebosch. Well collected there by Bishops on their 22.
Take them back.
Salamo. Far side, miss out there. And an early intercept here. Rondebosch, a brilliant start for them. Zane Davids, we told you to watch out for this man. Played SA Schools as a flanker. And you can see why. What a start for the home side. 24 seconds in and already 5 points on the board.
Yeah, great pickup from Zane Davids. You mentioned he does play on the flank normally, but he's got plenty of skills. That's obviously why the coach has moved him into the back line. 105 kgs as well, so he's a big boy. But Bishop's just guilty, trying to run it there out of their 22 from the kickoff. And one poor pass leads to a brilliant Zane Davids try.
Well, that is the last thing that Bishops would have wanted. And exactly what Rondebosch would have wanted. What a start for the home side. Remember, they're looking for their first win since 2013 over their big rivals. Yassine Jacobs makes no mistake with the conversion. So, after 1 minute, it's Rondebosch 7, Bishops 0. And that man in picture, the try scorer, Zane Davids, a very loose pass. Jared Lurie unable to collect for Bishops, the captain. And then Zane Davids, he needed no further invitation. The match restarts, well collected there by Josh Emsley. Watchkata tries to take, but he's tackled, but the referee rules offside.
Ensure you lost feet.
That was a good reply there from Bishops. Nice kickoff. Brilliant defense. Just a bit over eager at that ruck.
Offside.
Going off their feet and going offside as well.
Oh, Yassine Jacobs finding touch. He's seen quite a bit of the action so far. Only 2 minutes in, and the winger doing a lot of kicks so far. You'd be proud of those kicks. Yeah,
and he's kicked really well. Brilliant start to the game from him, which led to the try. Nice deep kickoff, gave his forwards time to get there to make the tackle, and then a nice penalty kick there, up against the touchline.
So Ashton Adams wearing the Lucid jersey, but he's operating at hooker, and in fact he's an SA Schools player, so also one to watch out for. Deputy head boy of Rondebosch. He'll be attending UCT next year. Unfortunately, a skew throw from the converted hooker. Nice to see the teams just out of picture there, just before the scrum. The various props and hookers saying hello and giving each other hugs. You don't see that too often, Butch.
No, that was great to see it. And all the games I have watched today have been played in great spirit. Maybe they've also played Craven Week together, you know, so an age group. So good to see that.
Salamo with the put in. Very good shove there from Rondebosch. Broken off the back by Stassen.
Tackle only.
Salamo gets it out to his heavy runners up front. Lurie's in there. Salamo clears. And Bishops decide to keep it amongst the forwards as they edge closer to the 22. Well tackled though by Jamie King. Bishop centre. Heavy running there from JP Smith. Salamo. McDonald. Well tackled.
He's won it.
Rondebosch look
He's
to
won
fight
it,
for the
was
ball. It
first
looks as if
player.
they may have turned over, and they certainly have. A great steal. And Nick Portkidder goes for the up and under. Finds Tristan Lades, who gets it out to Seb Prentice. Ryan Klein collects for Rondebosch. Rondebosch make their way up to the halfway line. Portkidder goes blind. Great run there from the captain, Liam Greenhull. Dickman. Portkidder. And unable to hold on there for Rondebosch. So, some early turnovers.
Yeah, brilliant defense from both teams. First of all from Rondebosch, and then this time from Bishops, which is unable to hold on to that was Jamie King.
Well, both these sides pride themselves on playing running rugby, so don't expect to see too much kicking from either team.
18.
Although we have seen Rondebosch put the ball to boot a few times so far.
Yeah, the skill level has been really good through the age groups that I've been watching today.
Salamo with the put in. Ball skews up the side, but the scrum off picks up. He clears, but unable to hold on. Rondebosch with the attack once more. Klein. Loose ball there, and we'll go back for the scrum for Rondebosch.
Yeah, a bit of a commentator's curse there. I should never mention that the skill level's been good, because that was a poor little passage of play there.
Let's mention that the skill level's been bad then. Both these sides desperate to claim the victory. Bishops looking for the double. And an amazing stat, despite the fact that Rondebosch last won this clash back in 2013, they haven't won at home since 2000. So over a decade since they've tasted victory against Bishops on their very own turf. Portkidder gets it out to Rory Thompson. Back to Thompson. Long pass out, skips. And he gets out to Yassine Jacobs. And a nice attack here from Rondebosch. Unable to hold on though. That will go back for the scrum. So a nice pass there from Rory Thompson. Early running from Rondebosch.
Yeah, we've seen a bit of Jacobs so far in this game, mainly through the boots. That time we saw some nifty footwork from him as well. Like to see him in a bit more space. I think the long pass there from Rory Thompson just allowed the defense of Bishops to shift. It's always better to put it through the hands. That long skip pass gives an opportunity for the defense just to shift and get all the players across.
Both these sides haven't had the greatest of seasons. They'll want to cap it off with a victory in the biggest derby for both teams. As mentioned, 400 meters separates the two schools. Can't really get closer than that. Having a look at the earlier results with the sides, Rondebosch winning the second team match 19 points to 17. We've actually enjoyed quite a few victories today, have the Rondebosch team. So the home side very happy with proceedings so far, of course, but it will all matter naught if their first team goes down today.
We've got this blood, so we can sub him.
Yeah, I always remember in assembly at school on Monday, the only result you were really interested in was the first 15.
There's a man that you would have played plenty of rugby against, Butch, Justin Melk.
Yeah, Melky, good man as well.
I'll have a look.
Really is a who's who if you look around the field. In fact, Francois Pinard, former Springbok captain, of course, a former World Cup winner as well. His son played in the second team, and we could see him come on
Crouch
for the reserves here, playing for Bishops Jean Pinard. So watch out for that name.
Set.
Play back underway here at Rondebosch. And penalty going the way of the Whites. Early pressure there at scrum time. And Jordan Diekman and Ashwin Adams very happy with that scrum, as they should be.
No more.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to give a penalty away at schoolboy level. A lot of safety rules in place.
We spoke about it. You need to do
So
better.
you just need to do the basics by making sure you get a good bind in the right area as well.
Nice touch finder there from Rory Thompson.
Straight and not go up.
So attacking line out here for Rondebosch. Inside Bishop's 22. And well taken by Byron Bowes. The big lock. Rondebosch rumbled it upfield. Great rolling maul this.
No, no!
Holding on at the back. Another great move here. Rondebosch continuing to keep it amongst the forwards.
Advantage.
And the man with ball in hand, Garth
Collapsing.
Schenker.
Who's scrumping?
And we're playing advantage to Rondebosch. Potgieter clears, gets it out to big Zane Davids. Takes a few men to try and bring him down. Eventually does go down. Potgieter to Styles. Driven back is the flanker. Potgieter goes blind himself. Brought down. Jamie King looks to get hands on the ball. And he does. He goes blind. Davids once more.
Still black advantage.
5 meters out to Rondebosch. Potgieter going blind. Long pass out. Unable to collect. And hit hard is Anthony Duckett.
Collapsing
But
a
they'll
wall.
come back for the penalty. So another opportunity for Rondebosch to extend their lead.
Collapsing.
Can't see them going for posts the way they've been dominating open play, Butch.
No, I'm sure they'll go for touch, do another drive. I was really impressed there with Byron Bowes. Took that line out ball and then was orchestrating the whole drive there from the front. So I'm sure he'll be taking this ball again and doing pretty much the same.
So Rondebosch dominating matters so far, 5 meters out. Ashwin Adams with the throw in. Misses his jumper, but the ball does go the way of Rondebosch. Potgieter waits. Gets it to his big lock. Schenker.
There's the ball.
Potgieter to his captain, Greenall. Goes himself. Potgieter goes inside. Nice little move there from Rondebosch. That was Jamie King. Potgieter. Back to Styles. The scrum off. Skip passes out twice. And unable to hold on is Yasin Jacobs.
Yeah, it was good patience there from Rondebosch. Just maybe should have kept it nice and close. That long pass again that we spoke about earlier. This time from Nick Potgieter. Killing that movement. But Rondebosch can keep the pressure here. Just mustn't give away a penalty. Just need to put pressure on Bishops and hopefully force them to kick the ball and give them possession back.
Well, 12 minutes in and it's all Rondebosch so far. Oh, and a tight head. Great opportunity here. Thompson breaks. Evades one. Eventually goes on. 5 meters out. Potgieter goes open. Finds his flanker. And it's out. Schenker. Edward Styles, the flanker. Nothing can stop him from close range. He's been very prominent throughout the proceedings so far. And the big flanker getting it from close range and making no mistakes. So what a start for Rondebosch. Open up 20 seconds into the game with a try. 12 minutes later, they get number 2.
Yeah, great work there from Rory Thompson. Saw there wasn't much on, so he decided to tuck it and have a good carry himself and did really well. And easy work there for Edward Styles. Nice little twist there as well in the contact.
The corkscrew for the flanker. Yasin Jacobs with another conversion opportunity. From right out in front. And he does the rest. 14-0, Rondebosch over Bishops after 13 minutes. And if you look at history, Butch, it would have been very hard to call this scoreline so early on.
Certainly not after 14 minutes, 14-0 up for Rondebosch. Bishops just not doing the basics right. They've got to sort their scrum out. Already had a penalty and now the tight head.
Ryan Klein collects. Gets it out to Potgieter. Thompson. Big Zane Davids. Takes plenty of men to take him down. 4, in fact. Potgieter, 3 men on his outside.
Step.
The scrum off all over the place at the moment. Gets it out to Thompson. Thompson goes to Boots eventually. And unable to collect at the back for Bishops, but they'll go and retrieve. Oh, and turned over once more by Rondebosch. That's Byron Bowes. Gets it out. Opportunity here. Mojalefa Mosia. What a start for Rondebosch.
No, it's unbelievable, and I don't think the crowd can even believe it, but they are cheering. Great play there from Rondebosch. It all started with the brilliant Rory Thompson kick. They did a bit of play in their own half, pulled up 1 or 2 wings, and then put in a long kick. Forced the turnover, and then great play there amongst the forwards. Eventually to Messiah, who crashes over for their 3rd try.
Well, you mentioned this man earlier, Byron Bowes, the lock. Well, he did all the hard work with the turnover, managed to get the ball out. It's a nice play there from Ashton Adams, but then Mojalefa Mosia doing the rest, the flanker. 3 tries for Rondebosch after just 15 minutes. Bishops, they look somewhat out of sorts, Butch.
Yeah, it wasn't good play from them at the back there. I think it was Tristan Lades. It was a bit playing a bit of sevens, it looked like it, and then after he made the pass, didn't go and support his teammates, which led to the turnover.
So Yasin Jacobs with another conversion opportunity. And an exceptional kick there from the winger. His first 2 were fairly easy. This one certainly not. Butch, you would have been proud of that.
Yeah, it doesn't get much harder than that right from the touchline. Doesn't try to kick the ball too hard. Does Jacobs just nice and easy and sails through the uprights.
Well, Bishops with a quick restart. But Rondebosch up for the challenge.
Take him back.
Yasin Jacobs with the clearance once more. And it's a very good clearance. It is all the home team at the moment. Bishops absolutely shell-shocked.
Yeah, and even some old boys getting in on the mix on the sideline there. Getting a hand on the ball so they can take the quick one.
We mentioned on average 4 points separating these 2 sides in past matches. Certainly not the case right now. 21-0 in favor of the home team after just 16 minutes. Bishops certainly don't want to go down like this in their last match of the season. So they've got plenty of fight left in them. And stolen there by Rondebosch. Bishops not knowing what to do there at the line out. Broken here by Potgieter. He threw 2, eventually taken down. Good tackle there. But they recycle the ball. Back to Styles. Thompson to Davids. Styles in there once more. Klein clears out. Bowes. Jamie King gets it to Ashton Adams. Passes it out to his captain. Liam Greenhalgh. Back to Adams. Rondebosch running riot here on their home turf.
Use it.
Potgieter got big men waiting for him. And he chooses his big lock, Byron Bowes. Eventually the lock goes down, but it's still Rondebosch. Potgieter goes in his inside. Popped out, back to the scrum off. Gets it out to Thompson. And what a try! Rondebosch are dominating matters in every facet of play. 26-0 after 18 minutes, Butch.
I can't really believe what I'm seeing. They haven't had the best of seasons, Rondebosch, but by far this must be the best game of the season. And if they'd played like this, who knows what they could have had as a season. What's impressed me a lot, though, so far, Derek, has been their patience. They've kept the ball nicely. Their offloads are brilliant. They don't offload when it's 50-50. They make sure it is on before they pass to their teammates. So their patience has been unbelievable and great rugby from them.
Yasin Jacobs with another conversion opportunity. And again, it's 4 out of 4 for the winger. 28 points to 0 after 19 minutes. And Butch, just down the road, I saw a similar match like this in terms of tries. Stellenbosch a few weeks ago, Craven Week, the final match, EP versus Province. Province running right, winning that one 96-0. The way things are going now, you could imagine a similar scoreline.
Yeah, it was that day EP just couldn't do anything right, and at the moment Bishops can't do anything right themselves, so let's hope they get things right.
Davids pops it out to Mavavana. Bose gets it out to the try scorer. Mosia pops it back in to Adams. Adams just outside their 22 are Rondebosch. Davids once more. Takes a lot of men to bring him down, as has been the case throughout the game. Cleared there by Mavavana. And Thompson looking for touch. And he finds it. A very good kick from the fly. He's had an exceptional game so far. Quickly taken though by Rondebosch. Blades.
Cheers.
Very well tackled there. Fullback eventually going down. Salamo goes open. And popped in to Connor Osborne. Chipped there by Lades. And well collected. Plenty opportunity here for Bishops. They go it alone. Potgieter trying to chase. He can't hold on. And Bishops finally get their first try. It took them long enough. But is it too little too late? You say that after just 20 minutes. But if you look at that scoreline, 28 points to 5. But some very good play. Interplay between Bishops forwards and backs.
Yeah, it all came from
Sebastian Hanekom, the try scorer. Who in fact, Butch, is, if I'm not mistaken, the younger cousin of Storky Hanekom.
Yeah, that's quite right, and they actually run quite similarly. But when I saw the chip kick come in, I was almost wanted to say, rather hang on to the ball. You haven't had a lot of possession, and now you're kicking it away, but it worked out really well for Bishops. Yeah, it's an important 10 minutes or so for both teams. Rondebosch will be wanting to get 1 or 2 more points before half-time, where Bishops have to score before half-time.
Well, there's simply no question for Bishops. They need a lot more of those. Tristan Lades. Conversion attempt. It's a good kick, but he hooks it just left. So 5 points remain for Bishops. They still have a mountain the size of Table Mountain to climb. 28 points to 5, and it was in fact Lades who went off with the kick.
Yeah, and I think Hanekom could have given the little ball back inside to him, and it would have made things a lot easier.
Certainly would have been the case.
Got tackled late for his troubles there.
Jacobs with the restart. Kicks it high into the Cape Town sky. And straight through the hands of Osborne. It goes back the way of Rondebosch. Byron Bose collects. Potgieter back to his fly. He pops out to Styles, the try scorer. Rondebosch on the attack once more. It's something that Bishops have got used to seeing throughout this game. Thompson with the kick. Almost worked out to perfection. Ball still in play. Jacobs manages to get it back. Cleared out to Schenker. Potgieter. Styles. Pops it out to Bose. You have the feeling that Rondebosch have another try in them.
Advantage.
Counter shove there by Bishops, but playing advantage. Rory Thompson breaks one. Eventually goes down. Potgieter plops it inside to his big lock Bose.
Step.
They're lining up on his outside. Potgieter gets it out to Thompson. Mosia. Potgieter.
Still playing
Adams.
advantage.
Great drive there from the prop, and they'll go back for the penalty. Rolling along the ground was Adams.
Yeah, very kickable position, and I think
Swimming.
Rondebosch will take the 3. The way that Jacobs is kicking, it's a really easy kick for him. And to get those points before half time, mentally it's quite tough.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he is doing. But what a performance so far from Rondebosch. And you look at that scoreline, never mind the fact they've scored 4 tries, but the way they've scored those tries, and they've looked almost unstoppable at stages.
No, they certainly do, and they do keep that ball. They make yards. Their skill level has been really good since that first little few minutes where we saw a few drop balls. But since then, the offloading and the placement and all the basics done by Rondebosch has been top draw.
St. David's looking for his 5th conversion, 5th kick. And he does it once more, so that's 4 conversions and a penalty for the winger. So he's racking up the points, 31 points to 5. Almost wiping out the 5 points scored by Bishops a short while ago by that man, Seb Hanekom. Bishops with plenty of work to do if they are to get back into the match. Blades with the restart, well collected there by Stiles. Mosia clears it out. Thompson, Davids gives it out to his winger. Back to Potgieter.
It's a rip backward.
Like that Thompson. Potgieter gets in there now. Emsley.
Take him back.
Jacobs with
Stop,
the clearance. Hoofs it upfield, stays in play. Just outside Bishop's 22 Lades on the attack. Got 2 men outside. Prentice. Make this manual. Lades climbs in there. Gets it out. Salamo.
There's the ball. Last feet.
Connor gets it out to Lades. A loose pass out there, but eventually taken there on the wing for Bello Scott. Heavily tackled there. Rondebosch fighting for the ball, and they get it back. Potgieter to Thompson. Cleared by Jamie King. And what a clearance it is from the center.
Yeah, it's been really impressive the way that Jamie King as well as Rory Thompson, they've both scanned the field, seen where the space is, and they haven't been scared to put it onto the boot.
Jamie King having played 6, 7, 8, 10 and 12 this year. This is 42nd cap. So a veteran of this first Rondebosch team. And look at that possession, 72 to 28. No surprises if you look at the scoreline. Greg Wilcox with the throw, and he goes high, and it's very loose, not collected. Eventually going the way of Rondebosch. It's that man again, Garth Schenker, who collects. Potgieter.
It's good.
Bundled, but he manages to get it back. Mosia. Out to Emsley. The hooker goes down.
Backwards.
Potgieter.
Backwards.
Bowes. To Stiles. The flanker has been everywhere so far. Potgieter. Thompson. Dummies inside. Goes it himself. And he'll go over for try number 5. The Fluff having a great game, made even better. What a try from the number 10.
Jeez, I even fell for that inside ball there. Rory Thompson having a great game, but just thinking about it, 1 to 15 of Rondebosch, I haven't seen one of them that's not having a good game. All of them are putting their hands up. They know it's their last game for their school, and they're playing outstandingly.
Yeah.
100% correct. The majority of these players, as is usually the case in grade 12, count only 2 players in the starting 15 that have another year left in them. And another kick there for Yasin Jacobs, making no mistake with the conversion.
Yeah, and just the basics, like I mentioned earlier, the kickoffs. Rondebosch, when they are receiving the kickoffs, they're securing that ball and then playing, and then as soon as the Bishop's defense comes up, they put the ball down in the corner. So all in all, their basics has been outstanding.
Well collected by Edward Stiles. Cleared by Jamie King.
Advantage.
High tackle down Masia. Potgieter. Thompson. Davids. Jacobs. We're going to keep the ball in play, but they'll go back for the penalty for the high tackle. So
No advantage.
it just gets worse for Bishops, who look completely out of sorts. 5 minutes away from half time, and there was the high tackle.
Dangerous tackle number 1.
Yeah, and there again from the kickoff, nice secure catch from them. That leads to a penalty that they'll probably kick downfield, get the line out. Whereas the 2 kickoffs the Bishops have received, the first one of the game, they turned it over, that led to a try, and then the second one after they had just scored, they couldn't secure it, which gave Rondebosch possession to go and score themselves.
Jacobs looks for touch. And no problem there for the winger. He's been exceptional today with the boot. But as you mentioned, Butch, every single play in white here at Rondebosch has been exceptional so far.
Yeah, it would be really tough to pick a man of match at this stage. I think every single one of them is in contention.
Rory Thompson has to be right up there, along with Byron Bowes, the big lock, who's been everywhere, especially for such a big man. But that line out collected by Mojilefa Mosia. Rondebosch get the drive going.
Going forward.
How good has Mosia been as well?
You find it.
Also a man who's been everywhere, but really
Hey,
you could ring them off from 1 to 15 and you'll have the same response. Rondebosch keep the drive going. Edging their way to the 22.
Advantage.
An advantage now for Rondebosch. Thompson goes for the chip. He finds Lades, but it matters little because they'll go back for the penalty. Potgieter, the scrum off, geeing his men on with big high fives.
Yeah, Bishop's in a tough position. Playing away from home. The crowd's all got their cheering on at the moment because of how well their team is playing. So it's hard to come back from something like this now. It's time for their captain to bring them in and try to get them to give a little bit extra.
Well, the beautiful view from our side, Butch. If we look along, it's standing room only within the grounds, but even out the grounds, the people hanging over the fences. I think they've managed to get word of how Rondebosch have started this match.
Yeah, even the old boys that weren't too sure of how the game was going, I'm sure they've quickly thrown on some clothes and pulled in.
Wait. Okay, wait.
Adams with the throw in, but they'll come back for the restart. The ref are judging a bit too early.
Come in, stay out, number 9. Okay, line form.
You heard the man.
Number 9, stay out, line form. Stay out.
Another throw from Ashlyn Adams. Easily finds Mojilefa Mosia. Rondebosch.
Was good.
5 meters out and looking for try number 6.
You fine there, eh? You fine.
And the drive continues. They work their way over.
He's fine.
Inches away from the line. And it's held up. Ashwin Adams.
He's straight through the middle, gents.
That's been a big weapon for Rondebosch, the driving maul.
Held up in goal.
Maybe went to ground just a little bit too early there. You always ask your team to drive to the dead ball line and make it easy for that man at the back, because you 1 or 2 meters in front of him and you think you're over the try line, but he's still 2 meters behind you.
Fine.
2 minutes before half-time. Rondebosch 5 meters away from the try line. Potgieter with the put-in.
Both up.
A big shove there from both sides. We'll go back. Put in again.
Left.
Can Rondebosch get try number 6 before half-time and take their score into the 40s? Ashton Adams, we've seen him so far. He throws in, but he is the lucid of the side. Nicknamed Smash, SA Schools this year.
Crouch.
UCT will be very happy to know that he'll be on his way there next year.
Set.
Portkidder. The scrum off clears out to Thompson, to Davids. Takes a lot to stop that man. He's a meter short of the try line. Portkidder goes blind. Finds Emsley. Driven back is the hooker. The scrum off finally decides to go open to his captain Greenhull. Goes on quickly.
Use it.
Portkidder to Schenker. The scrum off once more to Thompson. Dummies his way through. Vinci goes down. Portkidder, Emsley. Scrum off, looking either side. Vinci decides to go right. To Schenker. Takes some stopping, does the big lock. Portkidder takes it quickly, pops it inside. Well collected there, only just. Thompson, men on his outside, long pass out to his captain. Picks up and eventually goes over the try line. What will the referee deem? And he's going upstairs. Could it have been a double movement? We did see Greenhull. Oh, and it's been awarded. Exceptional play there from the captain and very clever play there, Butch.
Yeah, it was really clever. He knew he had been tackled, released the ball, got back up to his feet and then releases there, stands up again, picks it up on the line. Brilliant play from him.
And that's why he wears the armband. Not only a great player, but a great thinker as well.
And good assistance from the assistant referee there. They wanted to go to the TMO, but he had a good vision of it, and he just decided to award the try.
So Rondebosch have scored their 6th try as we go into half-time. But it leaves Yassine Jacobs with the conversion attempt. Remember, he still stands with a 100% success rate. Another tough one for the winger. And it is over. Another fantastic kick from the winger. 45-5 at halftime. Rondebosch lead Bishops. You're not imagining things if you're Rondebosch, old boy. This has been a tremendous performance from the home side. 45 points to 5. 6 tries going the way of the home team. Bishops absolutely shell-shocked.